As the Master of the Order, Mace Windu, enters the office of the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic, finally the moment the Jedi has waited for years has arrived. Windu has finally discovered the identity of the Sith Lord behind the Clone Wars and is prepared to end his reign of terror this night. Windu confidently confronts Palpatine, being flanked by 3 Jedi Masters on each side. Unknown to Windu, however, the Dark Lord will not be taken into custody so easily, as Palpatine was secretly hiding a lightsaber away within his sleeve. In truth, he always carried at least one lightsaber with him at all times, to ensure he was well protected, and that if it ever came to it, Palpatine could defend himself. In this terrifying moment, all of the Jedi Masters present are utterly caught off guard, as the Sith Lord leaps from his chair and ignites his blood-red blade. This hiding place for a lightsaber and maneuver on behalf of Palpatine was well known by the Jedi, and it was also forbade by the Order. The Jedi were well aware of this tactic of carrying a lightsaber and deemed it dangerous and dark side oriented. The Jedi Order set in place a strict rule that they should always carry their lightsabers on their belts in plain view of everyone, unless on an undercover mission. They wore their lightsabers here in plain view to establish an understanding with the people around them and confirmed that they were in fact Jedi and were not in hiding or with devious intentions. To carry a lightsaber up one's sleeve was considered disgraceful and devious by the Jedi Order, as they believed it harbored no good intentions and that the only reason a lightsaber would be housed there would be to trick someone and then use the lightsaber in a surprising and aggressive manner. This is why the Jedi forbade any Jedi Knight to carry lightsabers up their sleeves, as it also had been a tactic utilized by the Sith Empire in the years prior. The Sith had used this as a deadly tool and tactic they used to ambush and then butcher their enemies. The Jedi, however, saw no good reason that they should ever carry a lightsaber up their sleeve. Some Force users, such as Dark Jedi, took this a step further and even had their lightsaber hilts attached to their wrists themselves, as to make sure they were always ready to be used. Of course, a Jedi Knight is always taught to only ever use a lightsaber as a last resort, and thus carrying them at the ready would defeat the whole purpose of the weapon. This same tactic was utilized by Palpatine as Windu entered his office, as Sidious usually kept multiple lightsabers hidden within his sleeves at any given moment. Although this may seem like a very small detail in Revenge of the Sith as well as in the Clone Wars, this was a tactic that has been utilized for centuries among the Sith. It is also a tactic that the Jedi were supposedly aware of, a tactic that the Order had forbade decades earlier, as they considered it again devious and dark side oriented. A true Jedi saw no reason to conceal their lightsaber, and thus they always carried them on their belts in plain view. But what are your thoughts concerning this rule for the Jedi Order, and why no lightsabers were allowed to be housed within sleeves or hidden away at all? Did you know about this rule before this video, and what are your thoughts on it? May the Force be with you, and have a great day.